Welcome to episode 1 of the Paul Podcast. Let's get into it. Oh, man. This should be interesting, man. This should be interesting. This is the first of a road that I don't know, dude. I really don't know where it goes, I guess. And it's not to sound dramatic, it's just to say, I don't know, if I'm going to do this once right now and I won't do it again. Or if I'll be sitting at episode 125 and I'll be looking back like, man, it was a journey and things got so much better, and look at all the, fun people I talked to and the conversations we had. And I do say conversations because, man, I'm sorry if I say man a lot, but I'm just thinking, there's a few reasons why I want to do this. And I think one of the largest reasons is that I just want to do something new, and I want to try to learn something new, whether it be audio or video. And I know this first one's going to be pretty rudimentary. It's just going to be some video, some audio, but I hope that maybe it can get a little bit more interesting over time. Get some clips in there, get some different things. But man, I just, I really want to do this new adventure. I want to try it out, and even though it's a really common thing that people are doing nowadays, I just want to do it and just see what happens. Because I think sometimes I sit there and another day goes by and another day goes by, and I think about doing something like this and I don't do it. And as bad as this might be and as boring as it might be for some people, maybe it can be a conversation. And part of the reason I want to do it is for a bunch of my guy friends. I think, we've not grown apart. I don't want to say that, but a lot of us aren't in the same state anymore. And we're getting older and we're getting lives, and it's not like we can't make new friends, but there was a time, when everybody was so close and everybody talked all the time and had conversations all the time, man. It's how we used to kill time. We would get together and we would, play cards and talk, or, whatever. And so really a big purpose of this podcast is just to have a bit of that conversation again. Even if it feels a little bit one-sided. But to, I don't know, share things about my life, things I'm interested in, things I like. And if you like those types of things too, maybe you'll listen. Or you'll have a conversation with me one day. And I don't know what I'll be talking about. This one will probably be pretty short. I'm thinking about all kinds of things in life right now. But I am wearing a hat today, man. That's something weird, honestly. That's something different for me. I just started wearing hats again. I wore a hat, honestly, to work for the first time in a really long time, dude. People were thrown off, man. Like, people were so thrown off, dude, something bad would happen and people would be blaming it on my hat, man. Dude, it's not sorcery, man. It's just a hat, dude. I know I threw a little wrench into the operation there at work, wearing a hat to work, and people were like, whoa, dude. But, whatever, man. It's my life. I'll wear a hat if I want to. But yeah, dude, something crazy happened the other day, dude. I bit into an orange, and it tasted like a lemon, man. That was crazy, dude. Can you imagine that, dude? You just sitting down for lunch or whatever, dude. You peel back that orange peel, and you take a bite, and that's all that lemon. It's all that sour. It's all that sour flavor, boy. It's that trickery. It's that tricky tangerine, boy. It gets you, hit you with that. But man, that got me thinking. Gets me thinking about people, dude. Some people are that tricky tangerine. Everybody's saying, "Oh, he's an orange, dude." That's an orange, but once you get down to it, you find out he's a lemon. Bang, gotcha. And people change just like that. You can look at somebody on the outside, but you won't really know who they are until you take a bite. And sometimes it's not what you wanted. Sometimes it's sour. Sometimes it takes a long time to find out who people really are when you peel back that peel. Yeah, man. I've ran into a lot of people. I don't want to say a lot, but I've ran into some people in my life that are that tricky tangerine, dude. That tricky tangerine. They'll get you, man. They will get you. But I don't know, man. E3 happened. E3 happened. A few things I was excited about. One thing I was really, really excited about was that the announcement for the new Breath of the Wild game, man. How about that? Already? Dude, we just got one amazing game, and then 2 years later, you're gonna say, "Oh, and here's another one. Oh, and here's another amazing adventure for you." Took you forever to make the first one, and now there's just another one. But I mean, I hope it comes soon. That's all I can say about that one. It definitely looks darker than the first one. That trailer, dude, with the weird backward sounding voices and walking through a dark cave and the zombie staring at you with his glowing eyes and whatnot. Come on. Let's make this sick, dude. A little reminiscent of that Majora's Mask. I don't know if any of you know about that. But when Ocarina of Time came out, dude, that was a hitter, man. That thing was sweet. You felt like there was no bigger game in the world than Ocarina of Time. You walking around, you get a horse, you go between two time periods. You felt, as a kid, you felt like you time traveled. And you felt like the world was endless, like you could... Dude, when I was a kid, I used to make up cheat codes in my head and tell people they existed. I'd be like, dude, I heard if you go over here and then step on this rock and shoot your grappling hook at this thing or whatever, and then you shoot a bow and arrow into the sky, dude, like skeletons rain down. I used to make up stuff, dude. It just felt like the world was expansive. Like anything was possible, man. And to think that that game is so small in comparison to the games nowadays. I don't know what technology, man, but it's crazy. That new Breath of the Wild game was huge. Giant. Like they start you off on this small little map and you're just looking around like, wow. Like you look at a mountain off in the distance and you're like, there's no way I can get to that. And then you set out on a journey. Before you know it, you're climbing Mount Hullabaloo, dude. Or whatever. Wizards and stuff flying around. And they recaptured that childhood feeling of like anything's possible. They really set out to recapture that, I think, and they did it for me. And so anything, if I can go back into that game, man, I'm going back. Give me more of that. So that announcement was sweet. I cannot wait. And yeah, it looked way darker. And when I think about it, man, it's using the same engine and everything, you know. Some interesting things about it I could note. And if you think about Ocarina of Time and the amount of time it took them to release Majora's Mask, it was only 2 years, I'm pretty sure. 1998, Ocarina of Time, I'm pretty sure that Majora's Mask released in 2000. So, boy, I mean, you got Breath of the Wild 2017. I mean, is 2020 too soon? Maybe not. Maybe not. If they have a trailer like that, they might have a lot of the story down already. You got that engine. But a couple things too that were interesting about that trailer, if you go and watch it, I wish I had this set up where you could see the video on here too. Probably won't edit it in because this is going to be pretty simple. But and part of the trailer too, you see that, Link and Zelda are together throughout the whole trailer. And at one point, dude, there's a quick flash of a bridge, and they're trying to get this animal over this gap in the bridge, dude. And Link's pushing the animal from the back, and Zelda's pulling from the front, dude. And, they're walking with torches through the cave. And maybe it's a long shot, but just from the view of the trailer, it makes me wonder if this is going to be a potential co-op experience. Can you jump in and then your buddy jumps in as Zelda or something? Can you conquer the shrines together? And that was the thing about the first Breath of the Wild, dude. There was just a lot of shrines. Not a lot of that original feeling of like the big dungeons. That's one thing I missed, because you got some different items like a bomb and the stasis thing, and where you could move metal objects, but there wasn't really like you get an item in a dungeon that helps you complete the dungeon. Like you didn't get a grappling hook, or the amount of items you got wasn't really that expansive. I mean, you got to pick up different weapons and stuff that were breakable, but just this idea of two people in the trailer, the two of them walking through a dungeon or whatever together, makes me wonder if it's co-op, which would be a big leap, I feel like, for them to do that, to make it a single player experience and a co-op experience. But also it makes me wonder if they're bringing just the large dungeons back. Just a big dungeon that you can explore, and you try to unlock all the rooms and find all the items. Man. And also just the darkness of it makes me think that maybe it is kind of like a Majora's Mask type sequel. Pull people in with that darkness a little bit, Pull them in. Looks like fun. And there's another Zelda game coming out this year. A remake of Link's Awakening. And that's one that I never played. People say it's good. Good reviews online. I'm interested in the new animation style. I think it's kind of cool. It's cute. And to get kind of a 3D new graphics version of a top-down Legend of Zelda game like that I like that. I think that'll be fun. Not that they haven't done that before. They've done that before, but just kind of, I don't know, make it interesting. Yeah, it's, this podcast, like I was saying before, it's probably going to be short because, I didn't come in here with an agenda or a time. It was really one of those things where I'm sitting in my seat and I'm just thinking to myself, just do it, man. Just turn on the recorder, pull the mic over here from over there, and just start talking. And just put it up. Because the only thing you can do is learn, and try to get better, do it again. And so, yeah, sometimes you gotta just jump, man. Maybe I'll fall, maybe I'll get up, maybe I'll keep running, maybe I'll quit, who knows. Because there's a little bit of that worry of just like staying stagnant in life. Not doing something new. Because it's honestly so hard to leap into something new. Why is that? Why is it so hard to leave the things that you're used to and the things that you know and just do something new? It's like you just get so comfortable. Everybody in today's day and age is so comfortable. And you learn in really uncomfortable situations. And part of the reason I want to do this is because I have this I'm not very good at talking to people. I'm just not. I've noticed it. I'm in my head the whole time. I'll be having a conversation with somebody and I'll literally hear myself audibly in my head thinking like, what do I say? What do I say? What should I say here? Don't be offensive. Be nice. Don't say anything stupid. Don't look dumb. And I think it holds me back from just saying whatever's on my mind and just talking with people. And I guess part of me thought that if I could just sit here and just talk into a mic, that, at the end of this recording, I can post it or I won't. Maybe this won't go up. Maybe it'll sit on my desktop and I'll maybe listen to part of it and I'll be like, I don't like the sound of my voice, or I'll find an excuse and I just won't post it. And so maybe this won't ever be seen by anybody, but that might just be part of it, dude. Yeah. I don't know. I think sometimes I do things, I don't want to say to be selfish. I like creative things, I just don't know if I'm good at creative things. I like the idea of drawing. I don't think I used to do it in high school and I quit. I like the idea of video editing. I've done a few video edits and I'm not very good at it, but I learned. I got a little bit better, but I quit because the journey seems long. And this could just be another one of those things, and maybe it's selfish of me to just keep trying new things constantly. But I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes if you try new things and you just kind of take that adventure, maybe it makes you a better person, and maybe it would be better for everybody around me if I tried to be a better person or something. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense or whatnot, but maybe if I feel like it's best for me, maybe it is best for everybody. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because I think that you just kind of, as an individual, gotta learn. And this is me learning. This is terrible content. Everybody's clicked off or gone by now and sick of listening to me talk, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, dude. But yeah, man, going back to that idea of that orange, man, as stupid as that orange was, man, it was sour. That orange was sour. And I was like, what is this, man? I threw the dang orange in the trash. I'm like, that's not what I signed up for. It's not what I asked for, was a lemon. I asked for that sweet citrus. Not that sour lemon, dude. Some people are that sour lemon, dude, and they just got that orange peel wrapped up around until they decide to burst out and ruin everybody's day. I don't know, dude. Some guys. Have you ever been in a situation in your life where you see somebody take a shot? They just take a hit, man. It's hard to watch somebody take a hit. Like something happens that feels so irreversible. Not literally, but figuratively, someone gets shot. And the person that pulled the trigger can never put the bullet back in the gun. They can't pull it out. They can't remove it. It happened. And now all that's left is for the person that was shot and everybody around them to feel bad and to make a decision in that moment. Do you retaliate? Do you try to heal? Or do you turn over and just give up? And I think a lot of times the people shooting the gun, taking the shot, they assume you're going to turn over and give up. But there's usually a redemption story every now and then where somebody takes a shot and they decide to heal and they decide to do everything they can to be better and make moves. Because it's unfortunate, you do everything you can to avoid those situations, but when they happen, all of a sudden you got to do something. And now it's go time, baby. Now it's go time. Man, those moments are brutal moments. Just to think that once it's done, it's like, you did this. It's hard to come back from that. It's hard to come back from the bullet and the pain and everything that comes with that. It's like you can't reverse that bullet, boy. You pulled that trigger, and now here we are. But anyway, I didn't mean to get like that. Life is crazy, though, sometimes. Life is crazy. There's crazy people out there. You know, there's those tricky tangerines hiding all over, dude. They're hiding all over, dude. And maybe that's part of my fear. Is to not, when I'm saying like, don't mess up, don't say anything stupid, is because I want to try to perfectly project myself. I'm trying to give people an image of myself that is as accurate as possible to who I am and who I want to be and who I'm trying to be in life. And I feel like if I mess up, if I say something wrong, if I make a statement or a joke that might be too far or might be offensive, because I have things popping into my head constantly that I want to say. And I'm constantly stopping myself and thinking of every little way that that person might not think it's funny. Or that person might be offended, or that person might think I'm stupid for saying that. And here's my moment to just kind of vent out and talk and just talk about things. Talk about all kinds of stuff. Whatever it might be. And so it's exciting for me. It's exciting for me to sit here and chat. And I don't know. I said earlier on in the podcast that I really wanted this to be for the boys. But really it's not just for the boys. It's for anybody. Anybody that wants to sit and chat and have a conversation and comment something, and I'll get back to it, or ask me a question or tell me whatever I'm doing that's wrong in this podcast and just kind of try to help me out or whatever. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun along the way for me to hopefully learn and to do something new. Note to self, keep water with you during these things. But yeah, should be interesting. I want to share this with my guy friends. They can see how I'm feeling on a week-to-week basis, where I can talk to them face to face, because just texting people and messaging people and sending paragraphs upon paragraphs of just text is like, dude, you don't get any nuance or any sort of conversational feel or the tone of somebody's voice. You can't see their face and their facial expressions and how they're feeling, and everybody's just getting so detached. And that's probably part of my fear too. When I'm trying to talk to people, I just feel like I don't do this enough, where you can see my face. I'm like, they can see my face and they're going to know exactly how I feel now in this moment. And so, I don't know. I don't know if any of it makes sense, but I'm soft. I feel like I'm getting soft. A lot of people are soft nowadays, dude. I feel like people are just that soft boy all covered in pillows, dude. Cushion. You know? They don't want to take a hit, man. You don't want to put yourself out there or do anything that you might cause a stir, or people might know more of who you are, because part of me wants to be friends with everybody. And it's not realistic. You can't be friends with everybody. Because you don't like everybody, right? Or you're not going to be buddy with every single person that you see. Every single person that you meet isn't going to be buddy with you. And if you have that attitude where you just want to be friends with everybody, well, then watch what you say, right? Those are the sorts of things that get in your head. You want to try to be somebody to appeal to everybody. And I don't know. I don't know if that's me. It's probably not me. But being that comfy cat, dude, being that guy wrapped in pillows, being that Gus Johnson, that pillow guy, you know, being all wrapped up, being all goofy and whatnot. But I hope that everybody's doing good out there. I hope that if this gets out to anybody's ears, if it seeps in and gets in your brain and you start listening to it or whatever, and I'm just talking and I'm babbling on and you're getting bored and you're like, I'm never coming back. Whatever, dude. Maybe the next one will be better. Maybe it'll just be uphill from here, and maybe I'll have conversations with other people on here. And that's maybe what I can do. Just try to be better and do something new, man. I know I say that a lot. But the Minnesota Twins. I know I'm wearing that St. Paul Saints hat, but the Minnesota Twins are the best team in baseball currently. And I'm not going to lie. I have not been out to a game yet. I am Minnesota born and raised, and I have not been out to a Twins game when they are currently the best team in baseball. And not just that, they are on pace for setting records. Excuse me? What? Home run record? For the Major League Baseball? Wow. That's amazing, man. And I have to admit, I haven't even sat down and watched a full inning on TV yet. But I have been keeping up. I've been looking at the scores, and I've been just kind of tracking the team. I think tonight they have a game, actually. As I'm recording this, they're probably playing. And if they lose tonight, it's going to be the first time all season that they lose 3 in a row. And so I think they're going to pull this one out. I think they're going to win. But that's amazing. Never losing 3 in a row. And to be 10 games plus ahead of the next closest team to you. Best record in baseball. Going from being a terrible team to an amazing team. Just like that, man. They got rid of everybody on their team. They got rid of everybody, man. I remember them getting rid of people and me just thinking to myself, dude, here we go again, man. Have to start over again, dude. Joe Mauer retires. All the names you know are gone. Anybody that's ever been good is gone. And we're starting over, but look at us now. Look at us now. Now, knock on wood, dude. Knock on wood. I hope that they just keep it up. I hope that I didn't just curse it. And this is like that turning point. I really hope it's not that turning point. Yeah, man. Well, this is cool. I like doing this. I feel decent about this. And yeah, I leave a comment, or if you know me personally, send me a message and let me know what you think of me doing this. Any encouraging words would be helpful, but seriously, true critiques would be great. Paul, the audio sucks, dude. You can say that. If the audio's terrible, tell me and I'll try to fix it. Why is it so dark behind you? Whatever, dude. Whatever you guys have to say, say it. I want to hear it. I want to hear all of it. The good, the bad, the ugly. You're not looking at the camera enough. Okay. I'll look at the camera more. You know? Get closer. Whatever it is, man. I want to hear it. Give me ideas of things to do, too. I honestly didn't prepare anything for this. Anything at all, dude. And I have just a couple ideas mulling around in my head that I kind of wanted to talk about. And just say and get out there. And so I did that. I did that already, and I don't know. I'll probably prepare more for this in the future. I'll probably get some topics down, some things I want to talk about. Maybe chat about a game I've played recently, or about sports, or about my not necessarily about my family. Cryptically about my family. And just share kind of how I'm feeling. And really, for, if you got 30 minutes at work to listen right now, Hope that you didn't feel like this was a total waste of your time. And maybe I'll get back with more news, more different things, some jokes, some memes, or whatever to share with you guys. And I'll get more people on here to chat with me. And so, yeah. I appreciate you if you stuck around till right now. If you're here still and you're watching and you're paying attention, thank you. Yeah, I hope that you stay tuned for more, and I hope there's more. I really hope I don't give up on this too, but maybe I will. If you're watching this and it's 3 years old and there's nothing else posted, then you know what happened. Your boy gave up again. But some things aren't for people. And so if I do this and I'm really bad at it, there's that too. And I just won't keep doing it. So anyways, thank you guys. Truly thank you for watching. If there's one view on this and it's you, thank you. I appreciate it. That's 30 minutes of somebody's time. And that's amazing. So thank you. Have a good rest of your day, weekend, life. You know, if I never talk to you again, and this is the last time my vocals get into your little ears, have a good rest of your life, dude. Live long. And, yeah. Whatever, man. Okay. Thanks, guys.